Good morning, traders. This morning, I'm going to just walk you through how I pick stocks for the day. We have some hot stocks that are moving this morning. I have a couple of stocks here that I'm watching. I'll start from um, after hours yesterday. Um, on my profile, I have um, also stated that I use an AI um, not to trade for me, but also to assist me in my stock selections. So I'm going to demonstrate a quick um, way of how I use the AI during this time. All right, these are some of the stocks that are moving up this morning. So what I will normally do, since it's early hours and uh, everything about day trading, you also time is very important. So I've already prompted a personalized AI that all I need to do is to screenshot some of the stocks that I'm watching, and based on my prompting parameters, it will just tell me whether the stocks has news, fresh, floats, also, and then um, whether the news are legit or hype. So as I'm demonstrating in here, I've already have my parameters in. One day we will build the AI together. Um, so let's see what verdict it will come up, and then after the verdict, I'll also go in and look at it. I don't just trade because AI said so. I trade because I also looked at it and realized that it makes sense for me to trade for the day, or it fits my selection criteria. I had HCCI for this morning. It started um, after hours yesterday, and it had a fresh news around 4:10 p.m. and the float is very low, less than 2 million shares. But because it traded already yesterday, I didn't rush into going into it because it went all the way to four something. So I had it um, way down here, and even if you look at the SRI, it's just around oversold. So I and some of my thinking in the morning is also the same come to like investment. You always want to diversify in the morning. You don't have to put all your money into one stocks, because what if the odds goes against you? What do you do? So I make sure that I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. And also the position size is very important. If look at it, if I have about um 10,000 shares, by now I'll be down around 1,300. And then the moment I'm down to that level, your level of thinking will change. Instead of rationally thinking, you're going to be emotionally thinking, because that is 1,300 you are. But only have 100 shares. So by the time it gets to $20, I will be out. And then it has no emotion. If the second trade works for me, it will go quickly cover that lost. So if you're trading in the morning, those kind of mindset is also important. And yesterday, I checked the daily candles for the stocks. Um, if you looked at it yesterday, it put up with a green candle. That's why after hours it went up all the way to $4. So if the stock is in red like this for the daily candles, you just wanna stay away from it. And then also I looked at some of the immediate resistance ahead that I was expecting. Five It went to 480 yesterday. So my thinking was, if he had broke five, then that is and sustained. That is where I was gonna look, be interested. But since it didn't break five, but it dropped to three, now anywhere between 3 to 4, that's where I'm looking to take profit. We still watching to see what the AI will say about stocks that are moving this morning. So once I get the verdict, I'll go into it. There are a couple of stocks that are moving about 160. But if you wake up and the stock is already 160, 120, um, you may want to think like, hey, if I make 160% this morning, will I still hold on to the stocks? So those stocks you have to be careful. If the stocks doesn't move with you, there's tons of stocks that are gonna come on the radar. So you have to have patience and think that other stocks are gonna come this morning. So if it is already moved and I didn't catch it at the earlier stage, then I will stay out and let it play. But I like to watch it because I like the qualities also, because picking stocks, those come into mind. If a stock is moving, that um putting up intraday huge moving, then you look at the qualities. How much shares is this company have in the market? Um, what news is prompting the stock to move this way? And so that next time when you are going to do another selection, you already have um, a pre idea about stocks that move, some of the things that pushes them to move. I'm trying to um I've opened an account with Interactive Brokers and also Trade Station. They have some advanced chat settings that Weibo don't have, and also it's a paid version. But if you're new to trading, um, Weibo they have their free version, which will still give you data, and also if you want to pay $40 for the whole year for the premium version, which is also cool, but um, it's uh, I don't see anything wrong when you are over there having that. All right. All right. So now, you see, it was gonna take a very long time for me to go through all these stocks, how many of them, 12, 11 of them, to look at the flow, to look at whether the news are hype, real, continuation, and stuff. But quickly, I have it here, and the verdicts are very simple. This one, no hype, no news. There's no news. Fresh news, yes. Hype, yes. Um, fresh news, yes. Hype, yes. Fresh news, yes. Hype, no. Uh, KOD float, and it lists the floats also here for me. So some of the floats are out of range. 148 million, NDLS 3.6 million, no fresh news. Uh, fresh news, yes. BTBID and also BCHTI has a fresh news. No. So the only stock that is interesting for this morning will be OLPX. But we're not gonna just look at it and say this because the AI said it's good, so you're gonna uh, look at it. So let me see. I also go further and ask, what is your verdict? I want to know which choice it will have, and then we'll go back and compare it real with. Okay, EEIQ is the choice for this AI this morning, but let's go here and see which stocks are moving. GL&D had gone up before when I saw it was up about 160%, and you have HFCHL also 80%, and EEIQ is um, almost 80%. The price is around close to $5. So let's look at it. Okay, so the share out, the float is around 800 and less than 1 million, which is very small. That's good for intraday movement. It has already dropped uh, about almost half of it, and so that is also um, good for intraday movement again. But let me see if I can take a. I I meant to buy 100 shares, but I won't. for now because I'll buy 80 just in case it drop further because it has already dropped. The high of the day was close to nine. So what I would do is I'll wait and see. But 40 shares of UGRO yesterday made me more than $100. So I'm not gonna put all my money. What if my thinking is wrong? So I just make sure um, I'm also putting risk calculation in here. But um, so the AI um, talked about news. This is an education group file initial beneficial ownership statement. Um, Somebody already bought into the shares, which is cool. But let's see how the stocks behave when the market opens. So with this mindset, what was I looking at this morning? I was looking at stocks that are moving with news. Also, I pay attention to the shares that is tradable in the market. And also, if you look at it, I could have buy 500, 400 shares at a time. I didn't just do that. I just bought a small amount. If you move it, let's say with these shares that I bought, if I had bought it whilst it was moving to $9, this could have easily make me 400, $500, right? But if you put all your money into it and it goes against you, then that's another thing. So you always want to pay attention and have a diversification mindset and also adjust your size when you putting your money on the line because you don't know whether there's even though the stocks has um, all the qualities that shows that it will move. What if it doesn't move? That's the other point. So I think I'm gonna end up here. If you have any symbol that you want us to analyze, I'll be here this afternoon and see. So the only stock that I have on my watch list today is gonna be HCTI for now, and also EEIQ for the day. Those are going to be the two stocks that I'm watching as of now. And then as the my day goes on, if anything pops up, I'll also go back and look at it. But I thank you for staying with me. I'll see you again.